It's time for the Brainiac Minute. Get ready. Here's your host, John Boyce. Monday.
According to Greek legend, who was the father of Apollo? Zeus. Apollo has been recognized as a god of archery, music and dance, truth and prophecy, healing and disease, the sun and the light, poetry, and more. One of the most important and complex of the Greek gods, he is the son of Zeus and Leto, and the twin brother of Artemis, goddess of the hunt. He is considered to be the most beautiful god and is represented as the ideal male body. I don't know why they didn't just call him John. We've got a brand new week upon us, guys. When you're taking a break from the Wilson County Fair, I hope you'll join me either Tuesday or Wednesday for a family-friendly Brainiac Trivia game. Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, I'll be at Sammy B's at the club inside the Lebanon Country Club, which requires no membership to play. And on Wednesday night, also at 7 o'clock at Town Square Social. Both events are free to play and open to the public. If you've never played before, you will actually get bonus points. So what do you got to lose? Come on out either this Tuesday or Wednesday for some Brainiac Trivia fun. If you'd like to test yourself before you come out, you can check out my podcast, Brainiac Trivia Top 10 and 10, wherever you listen to your podcast. That's my favorite 10 questions of the week in 10 minutes or less.
Tuesday.
Released in 1992, the original arcade game Mortal Kombat had how many playable characters? 7. Johnny Cage, Kano, Liu Kang, Raiden, Scorpion, Sonya, and Sub-Zero, each with their own abilities, kicked off one of the longest-running and most successful video game franchises of all time. Today, with around 77 total playable characters, there have been 21 video game releases, as well as 3 feature films and a 4th set for a 2025 release. Of course, it was met with a lot of criticism as well, including multiple United States Senate hearings about the impact of violent video games on young children. This, in part, helped lead to the Video Game Rating Council to help guardians know which games they might not find suitable for their children.
Wednesday.
What was the stage name of Sarah Ophelia Colley Cannon? You probably know her better as Minnie Pearl. Minnie Pearl was an American comedian who appeared at the Grand Ole Opry for more than 50 years, as well as on the television show Hee Haw from 1969 to 1991. Born in Centerville in Hickman County, Tennessee, 50 miles southwest of Nashville, she was the youngest of 5 daughters born to a prosperous sawmill owner and timber dealer in Centerville. She graduated from Ward Belmont College, now Belmont University, which at the time was Nashville's most prestigious school for young ladies. Pearl always dressed in frilly, down-home dresses and wore a hat with a price tag hanging from it, displaying the $1.98 price. Today, a life-size statue of Minnie Pearl sits on a pew alongside a statue of Roy Acuff in the lobby of the Ryman Auditorium.
Thursday.
Before founding Wendy's, Dave Thomas was a franchise owner in which fast food chain? KFC. Rex David Thomas was born July 2nd, 1932 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. He was adopted before the age of 1, but sadly his adoptive mother passed away when he was 5. After that, his father moved around the country looking for work. At age 12, they landed in Knoxville, Tennessee, where Dave got his first job at a fine dining restaurant called Regis Restaurant. He eventually got fired, but years later, that same restaurant hung a large signed picture of Dave at their entrance. After a stint in the Army and serving in the Korean War, Dave became a head cook and eventually an owner of a KFC in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Eventually, he sold his shares of KFC for $1.5 million and opened the first Wendy's in 1969 in Columbus, Ohio. Thomas named the restaurant after his 8-year-old daughter, Melinda Lou, whose nickname was Wendy, stemming from the child's inability to say her own name at a young age. If you're looking for more trivia questions, check out my podcast, the Brainiac Trivia Top 10 and 10 and the Brainiac Trivia Radio Minute. So search Brainiac Trivia Podcast wherever you listen to your podcast for more trivia questions. Brainiac Trivia, community through curiosity and conversation.
Friday.
First airing in the 1990s, what television show revolved around the fictional magazine Blush? Just Shoot Me. Just Shoot Me originally aired on NBC from March of 1997 to November of 2003 with a total of 145 half-hour episodes spanning 7 seasons. It is set in the office of a fictional fashion magazine called Blush, comparable to real-life magazine Vogue. It had an ensemble cast, but the most recognizable was David Spade, who played Dennis Finch. Despite its long run and 6 nominations, it did not win any primetime Emmys. Guys, I host 5 weekly free games between Murfreesboro and Lebanon. In Lebanon on Tuesday and Wednesday nights at the Lebanon Country Club and Town Square Social. In Murfreesboro on Sunday at Cedar Glade Brews, Monday at Level 3, and Thursdays at Happy Sports Lounge. All of these venues are locally owned with their owners living right here in our area. I also host private events that are great for church groups, fundraisers, and just plain old parties. These games can be customized to suit your crowd. With the holidays right around the corner, if you work in an office, you're probably trying to figure out what are we going to do for our office Christmas party. Well, give me a call, 615-332-5901. You can also email at MusicTreeEntertainment@yahoo.com.
This podcast was produced from the Brainiac Minute. Airs daily on WANT 98.9 FM at 9:10 a.m. and 4:30 p.m.